Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. So let's get a card for today. That one's just jumped out at me. One of my least favourite cards, and it's reversed. Okay, Nine of Swords. Right. So let's take a closer look at the Nine. Okay, now this card is quite an interesting one. If we just turn it upright a minute, you can see she is lying on her bed. She's having a very restless night, and all these swords are literally on top of her. But there's a new moon there, and the way she's grabbing hold of that one sword, if you can just see that there, she doesn't want to let go of it. So these are literally worries and fears that she's holding on to. Nightmares, basically. Things that she's worried about, things that she's very anxious about. But you can see all these swords are hanging there. They're not on top of her or anything. And the fact that this card is reversed, she's actually on top of them. But she's still worried and anxious because she's frightened of falling on them in this case. Whereas that way, she's frightened of them falling on her. Okay, so it's still a card of self-doing, basically. It literally is your anxieties, your worries, and things that you can actually let go of. Right, if she just moves out of the way, she can get away from those swords. She can actually loose that one, or maybe she can push them all down from where she is at the moment. She doesn't need to be feeling trapped. It's something that she can get out of, and she just needs to look around her to see. Maybe she needs a little bit of support from other people as well, and she shouldn't need to be afraid to ask for that support. Okay, so if you're feeling like this at the moment, just look around you. There are ways of sorting out these problems. These swords don't have to be sitting there on top of you like that and making you feel anxious and worried about things. There are ways of dealing with stuff, and you just need to look around you and find them. And don't be afraid to ask other people for a bit of help if you need to, because people will help you. They are there. You've got all that support there. And in actual fact, these swords, I mean, if she is worried and anxious, she can turn those swords into weapons for her own self-defense. But maybe she hasn't thought about that. But there they are. They could actually help her rather than be there as like a she seeing it as a threat. Okay, now obviously I'm saying she because there's a woman in that card there, but this is applicable to men and women. So just stand back a little bit, just look around and just see the support, just see the way out of things. Instead of getting worried and anxious, just take a big deep breath, forget the worry and the anxiety for a bit, and just clear your mind, and then you may see your way out of any worries or anything like that. And you may actually see the way to use those swords instead of being worried, just actually use them as something for self-defense and as a way of arming yourself against whatever it is that is causing you a problem. Okay, so there are ways of out of that card. You just have to find them. So I hope that's helps anyone. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and also click like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Take care. Bye.